in Atlanta in 1996. Arguably Nigeria's best outing in the Olympics. Nigeria finished ahead of Great Britain. Our 2 goals put up there at number 32 on the medals table, while Britain had just a single gold. And that gold came, you wouldn't believe it. It didn't come from the tracks. It didn't come from football. Of course, football is always going home. But it came from rowing. From 96 till now, adding that their sole medal that they had, which was won by Matthew Linsken and Steve Redgrave. Great Britain it is. No, let me call what Nigeria has. Nigeria added a gold in Sydney by that quartet, the 4x4 quartet, won that gold for us. And that tallies all our gold medals that we've collected from 1952 till date that we've been attending the Olympics. From 1996 till date, Great Britain has moved from that one solitary gold medal that they had in rowing. They have 100 and, I'm not about the gold now, 118 gold medals. 118 gold medals. Nigeria has 3. We're not trying to paint a picture that is, how do I say it, that will dampen people's spirits. But we are saying it is time for the giant of Africa to wake up. We've slumbered for too long. We have the hills. We can compete with the East Africans. The Rocky Hills. Go to Afuze, go to Mambila. We have the waters. We can mine more golds right there in the swimming pools because we swim across the tide in the streams. Afuze, they have boxing. Our first 3 medals, we say, Noji Meyegun, 64. Isaac Ukuria, 72 in Munich. And our first silver medal, Tony Konye Guachwe, right there in 84 in Los Angeles, came from boxing. I can't define where we are today. But they said, if you want to know where you are going, you must look at where you are coming from. I'm Keno Chonogo, and this is Channel Sport on Sunday. There was a bright light in the tunnel, at the beginning of the tunnel, and I hope that light will shine to the end of the tunnel this morning. When our favorite Ophili, who was here when she was growing up, when she was being discovered, we brought her on the set together with Adebambo Ayakoni. Today, haven't omitted her name. We would have taken the minister's speech, but there is not much time. From the 100 meters, her specialty, she has not won the gold yet, but I do hope that the performance she put out today this morning with that 22.24 seconds run, if she maintains that consistency, like I told my guys in the team, there might just be another Julian Alfred on the card, and our anthem, Nigeria We Hail Thee, will be sung in Paris, France. My guys are in the house. It is the Olympic. It is nothing more. We're going to talk here. We'll be joined late, during the discussions. We'll go to Paris from Lagos, and then we'll open the lights as usual, and you'll be part of the team. You let us know where that surgical operation needs to be carried out. If we are to attain, if we are, with all the endowment that we have, the human resources, the capital resources, all that you can, financial resources, we have the oil, we have the people. What the US have that Nigeria doesn't have? I don't want to look at their gold medals. I don't want to look at whatever they are. Like I said, Jimmy is in the house. Tio is in the house. The Catalan. Jimmy.
Yeah, very pleasure to be here. And yesterday I had a look at the medals table, and I saw that 58 countries had
Mongolia.
At least at least 58 out of over 220 had at least a medal. But the giant of Africa somewhat was missing, or is still missing on that list. Almost all of our participation had been marred with one controversy or the other. It's always been about kitting controversy, entries, doping, irregularities with the entries, and you look at all of this, and it gives you a lot to be concerned about. Right from 1980 till now, the sex scandal in 1980 Moscow, right up to what has just happened. We saw with Cynthia Ogunsemilore, the lady boxer. Yeah,
because you were saying here that she's a bright star.
I said here that she, aside Olaore, also I felt she was supposed to give us a medal. Unfortunately, she had been caught in that doping quagmire. So it gives you a lot of concerns when you see countries like Dominican Republic, St. Lucia. St. Lucia, if you look at it critically, is just the population is that of Ekpe.
So
the total
189,000.
So 180 plus.
184,900.
So you consider that, and that's the size of Ekpe, and you also look at it right from Ekpe.
Ajegunle has 2 million people.
Ajegunle has 2 million.
2 million,
people.
yes.
So when someone like a Julian Alfred does the needful for St. Lucia, and already the NOC is talking about the possibility of that small country, even bidding. Sorry, the IOC is considering the possibility of bidding. We know it may be almost impossible.
But what that? Are they bidding for the that is wow. That is St. Lucia.
Wow, just wow.
A population of 184,900 people. First appearance was in Atlanta in '96, so we claimed that gold. Total number of at least 36.
That have represented since then.
Yes. Athletes at Paris. 5. Population of Germany fell through 2 million. Ken is just.
Now look at that. In 2018, at the youth festival, at the youth games,
behind Rosemary
Chukuma, this girl,
as at 6 years ago.
Yes.
So it tells you a lot. Ken, it tells you a lot about the progression.
Yeah, but exactly.
I mean, Rosemary, yes, she's done us proud, got into the semi-final, but somewhat it looks like her career has not really progressed. Julian Alfred, 60-meter world indoor champion. Since last year, Commonwealth Games, she also was getting silver, bronze. She was being consistent, but at times improved considerably. And decimating that field, that was a stacked field. Forget the fact that the Jamaicans were not there, but you look at the way she distills the composure, no hype around her, no pride, no unnecessary fingernails, no whatever. But Julian Alfred,
are you throwing shade?
When Sharapova is doing it,
look at this lady.
No, she put a distance between herself
and you consider the fact that if the likes of ETH, Erling, Sherika, SAFP had been in this particular race, that time would have improved to maybe 10.6.
Just look at her.
So it's
10.72.
10.72. Massive by any standard.
The Catalan. In 2018, this lady at the Youth Olympics
in
Argentina. Rosemary won the gold. She came second. Rosemary won the gold. She came second. Now here she is, a world class, picking an Olympic gold medal. You understand? For there was a script. The nation, they did cinema and said, come and watch our daughter.
Things like this is the reason why you declare a public holiday. Peace like this, the reason why you shut down the country and everybody just goes into celebratory.
I'm telling you this.
And like Jimmy rightly put it, 5 years ago, only behind Rosemary. And And then you now begin to wonder, okay, what is the way forward? I personally, you work in a corporate organization, they tell you, oh, you have short-term goals, you have a middle-term, long-term goals, all of that. If I send 5 athletes somewhere,
5,
and 1 gets a goal, even if they don't win anything.
Exactly.
I think they've achieved.
Definitely.
You understand?
They've
overachieved.
And to put in context, Frankie Fredericks was actually the one that brought us to African sprinting glory.
Yeah. Frankie Fredericks and the Matola.
So when you consider the population of that country,
Mozambique
how
and
they
Namibia.
put the African continent on the global map, making sure they decimate other athletes from different continents, different countries, going to global meet and making it count. I mean, it tells a lot about the fact that our population, we should start making our population count for something.
And for everybody that had been following, you could just tell that she could spring up a surprise. You called it, by the way.
I did.
Well, let's say.
I did. Surprisingly, I didn't have SAFP on my initial list. And the going was like, you're not calling it actors. I said, look, this 1, 2, 3, okay, you can give the 2 of them, the other 2. But you look at Alfred Richardson, where she's coming from. She even looked happy to be second.
Yeah,
that was for me.
No. She was clearly beaten. Yes. When you say no controversy,
no
she was proposed. Discombobulated, decimated, eviscerated.
I want us to so badly. We've done this before, but differently. We've been doing this since 2012. Since 2012 Olympics, when we did hit rock bottom. We went to London in 2012 with all hopes and ended up with 0 gold, 0 silver, and 0 bronze. You cannot get worse than that. We spent so much. We sent our athletes. We have one of our best athletes, Bless Nokabari. They all led the group, and then the thing it just feels right. I think we went for a jamboree. I do not know. Like we are saying the population of Ajegunle. That was a 2019 projection, was 2.1 million. 2.1 million people. And then you are seeing St. Lucia. I'm not just, you see, you're talking about Dominican Republic, you're just talking about a lot of other countries, Mongolia. They are all there. And we are struggling. We are speaking grammar. We are fighting. All the federations will be fighting, and whatever it is, our personal interest, and oh my God. So it is not what we think that it is. We will look at that. We look at the journey. We'll take you through this journey of how we believe that this thing could have been, how we got to where we are, from where we were. We couldn't build on the successes of 1996. We have gone south ever since. So what we are doing is reawakening. It's not as if there are not some light. It's not as if there are no federations. It's not as if there are some that they start people that we always bring in here. Because we celebrate them. If you do it, we celebrate you here. There is nothing. That is what we do. No holds barred. We tell it and we give you the facts and the figures and let you decide. Let you look at it and whatever. So without much ado, if it is ready, I don't know if we can go to Paris and see and meet one of our eyes right there. I hope we are set to go.
One of our ambassadors.
Ambassador. I think that is the right word. If we are ready, let us know so that we can hook up. We can hook up with Paris and see what is happening there. They'll give us. Are we ready? Can we go now? All right. Okay. Jimmy just said we have our ambassador right there. We have another. We have also in-house in Paris. But let us meet in the Kid Dynamite. He's done us. I mean, when you see, when you have a child that is doing well, what do you do? You celebrate. You celebrate
exactly.
Now I always say it. I always say it here in my Okwane language. There's a way we say it. They said, if a mama were cooked that which is good, celebrate it. That is the thing. So we have done. The Kid Dynamite is in the house. He's on his 3rd lap. And that is the turn of an hour, because after this lap, there is no more lap. But in his 2nd lap, he did give us a silver medal right there in Tokyo. That was that was our best performance in the last Olympics. And this time around, I chatted with him some 48 hours ago, and there was caution in his in the way he chatted. There was that enthusiasm is not there. Normally he would tell me, Ken, we are this, I know. But so I felt that kind of, I don't know, I didn't feel well actually. You guys know me. You guys know me that is how I am. I didn't feel fine. After our chat, I just came, I'm happy celebrating prematurely. Has my hope been taken so far? Anyway, let's see. Danny Gal is there. Jimmy said that you're our ambassador.
Yes,
hello, Dan. Dan, how are you? How is the street of Paris? Okay, where we joined to? Where is also there? But let's start with Dan. Dan, how? Dan, you make me fear now. I mean, please, don't be like that.
How na day?
We did fine,
Thank
bro.
you.
We did fine, though.
Good.
Now, what did happen? Tell us. I just want to know. Our hope, not all our hope, but majorly our hope day for wrestling. I mean, can you tell us what it is? What are your fears? What did happen?
Well, first and foremost, thanks for having me on your program this afternoon.
Yeah.
We're fine in Paris. We just finished working out this morning. All the girls are in very high spirits. Blessing Oborodudu starts us off tomorrow.
Okay.
She's the first wrestler that will compete.
All right.
And we're competing right up to the 10th of this month. And we hope that everybody puts up a good performance. That's our prayer for them.
Okay. Compared, they will throw that questions. Compared to preparations like 4 years ago and now, how prepared are we? And then, of course, I know where you prepare because I love the way wrestling prepares. You wrestle with your mates all over your categories all over the world. So it's placing you. This is number 1, number 2, number 3. Of course, there are surprises too because even the silver that came in. We're not expecting to come from Blessing. We're expecting Odunayo to give us our star performer last time. So, how has the preparations been this time around, and what are your expectations?
These your sentiments were the same ones echoed by even the Minister of Sports then. I remember we had a chat a couple of days before the tournament, and the minister gave something to some of the top athletes. All of them across all sports. And he omitted Blessing. So when he mentioned it to me, I told him, I said, did you give Blessing that money you gave to these other ones, including Odunayo? And he said, no. I said, well, Blessing is our dark horse. Blessing is also ranked number 2 in our weight class, same as Odunayo, though Odunayo was considered to be the best in our class at the last Olympics.
Yeah.
So I expected, that's why I was always telling you, we have a chance for multiple medals last time. Because if you have 2 number 2 ranked athletes going into an Olympics, you know that at least one of them will come. And one could even upgrade from number 2 to number 1. So there was that sense of optimism. And I can tell you that I do not lose any faith in my athletes. I'm very confident that they will go out there. And if you've heard me the last 3 weeks or 1 month talking, I keep telling everybody we are here to compete and not to participate. There's a difference between participation and competition. People who compete come to win. And I think the wrestling team is here to look for medals. And the prayer is that at least somebody gets on the podium.
Now I can breathe now, guy. Jimmy, you have any question for that?
Yeah, legend. How would you describe the relationship between the ministry, the NOC, and the federations? We've seen some form of back and forth during this particular competition, but I think you'll be in the best position to, throw some light into that.
I know about my federation. I know that we have a very good working relationship with the ministry. We also have a good working relationship with the NOC. I can't really speak for others. It appears that there was a lot of miscommunication that happened, especially with regards to some people who were supposed to have been entered for their events and that were not entered. I think we'll leave that to the people directly concerned to answer. But on my part, I can tell you we work very well with both the ministry and the NOC.
All right. Legend, it's good to have you here. This is not your first rodeo. I remember the first time I met you in 2012. That was at the Lagos National Sports Festival in Lagos, and I spoke to you that day. And a rookie journalist, but you were so forthcoming. Spoke to me like if you had known me before that time, you know. And since then, you've gone on to achieve multiple feats, which we would always say congratulations. We always celebrate you on this show. This is not your first rodeo, sir. Again at the Olympics. What is different this time around? I know your expectations were a little bit, like Ken said, it might be the cut. But right now, as opposed to previous Olympics you have been to, what is different this time in terms of your preparation getting to this level and then your expectations from your athletes? Yes, I understand that you're not here to just participate, but to compete. But I want you to give us that ginger, because I'm about social media making mouth and, you know. But compared to other Olympics, what made this one different, sir?
There are a couple of things I may not be able to talk about until maybe a bit after. Yeah. That's one of the things that makes it a bit slightly different. But I can tell you, there are quite a number of athletes who are capable of winning medals here. So I'm not worried. But you know, when you are the president of a federation and you're also like a training partner sometimes and an assistant coach, what you want to do is to hold back expectations from athletes. There are some that revel in it, and there are others who get who panic when expectations are too heavy on them. I was one of those athletes who wanted that. I wanted people to wish me well and to want me to do well. But for some, when you say he's going to win the medal, then it's like, oh, if I don't win, then what happens? So it's my duty to deflect. It's my duty to absorb anything that will come and to ensure that they go in there without any expectations and hopefully wrestle without any pressure.
It's not easy to motivate. Mr. I don't learn wrestling. you see, this guy's always loud. At Ajekule, Dan, you remember that traditional wrestling where you put the bell, where you tie the bell by your, you understand, by your waist, and you know, and when they carry you up and hammer, you know that something, not just only your waist is touching ground, but you
know what is called ijakadi.
Okay, I don't know. I think we have Okpe. Dan, hold on. We have Okpe in the city of Paris. Okpe is there. Dan, hold on. We'll come back to you. Let's go to Okpe. Okpe, how are you? Where are you? Let's see you. I'm seeing some pictures.
This Chocadero, you know, we have the first ever Nigerian cyclist, Ese Upeseraye, who also be competing here by 2 p.m. France time. So we have 92 participants. She's listed at number 88. So we expect this is our first player. The people say the whole idea of Olympics about competing fairly. So this is our first time. Let's see how it goes. We are here to make up of Nigerians as well to share hope and wish out the best in our cycling the road race today.
Okay, apart from cycling, which other events are Nigerian? We see no Philly. Where did you see the Philly race?
No. You know, I was coming all the way from Charles because so I watched it on my phone and I also follow comments back home. But our basketball, the Tigers, they on now against the Canadians. We are hoping for the best because the space is actually sold out. That is it for the. So apart from athletics, we still have the Tigers today. We hope they will do something at least get us the quarterfinal ticket because it appears so far the biggest of the highest position is the 6th position in short put, which we achieved yesterday. So far we've not been on the podium.
So far, we've not been on the podium. If we don't be on the podium, where we carry you and put you there and see what is going to happen. Where you are in Paris. Yeah, I know.
We said Nigerian flag flying.
Of course, that is the thing. The Nigerian flag must fly, and then they must play our anthem right there in Paris, this Olympics. Talking about being there and then the other things. You moved from Paris. Are you in Marseille or in Paris now? Are you in Paris or in Marseille?
No, I'll be leaving tonight for myself to get to see Morocco, the side of Africa, against the Spaniards tomorrow, a repeat of the World Cup quarter final. So we are hoping for the Moroccans to triumph, and at least since Cameroon won the gold in 2000, no African team has won it. Nigeria made it to Beijing, we could not get the gold. So let's be hoping that maybe we could have another African final, Egypt versus Morocco. But tomorrow will be in myself to share the Moroccans to victory.
But sometimes we don't situate these things because we won the gold in football and also won the gold in long jump. Cameroon replicated. You understand? They also won the gold in football and won the gold in long jump. They are waiting for us that when we win another gold, maybe they also have to win that. What? Okay, I know. You, of course. Are you hearing me?
Hello.
Okay. All right. I think we'll come back. We'll come back to Okpe. I know. Then let's Dan. We'll come back to you. Dan is also there as part of the team. Hello, Dan.
Yes, how are you?
Okpe is not here today. Okpe is there. Is there with you? No, I know what I do about it. The thing is, we are still eating Nigerian food here. But you guys are there. You'll be eating what they are giving at the village.
No. We're eating Nigerian food here too.
I don't know, Dan. I know we'll still have you when you come and bring you on this studio. We're not going to do Zoom. We've done a lot of Zoom discussions with you because you're trying to leave legacy, not just for your state, but also because your state that is still ongoing, but for the federation, the 3 terms that you have been there. It is too early for us to talk about that because we're at the Olympics now. What are the challenges that will face whoever is the board that is going to come after your board? Because it's not about you. You are leading a team. You are leading your board. It's not just about Dan Egali. What are the structures you have put in place to replicate and to improve on what what we are seeing as a sound foundation? Because all they are doing is laying the foundation. I've not seen the edifice. I want to see the gold. You are a gold medalist. You are an Olympic gold medalist. It cannot be higher than that. And you saw probably trying to replicate what you saw in Canada, and then came back to Nigeria, which we have seen, which we have benefited from. But what would have been the foundation that you would have laid, that when your board is handing over to the next board, I mean, it will not be. See, we've been waiting like Godot to get another gold since CD 2000.
My good man, let me thank you again. You know, I told you at 2 o'clock I needed to catch the bus to the draws.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run now. So, you mentioned at the outset of your discussion, that would be a discussion. That would be a sit-down discussion because I can't put it in a couple of words.
Yes.
But I just want to use this opportunity to thank the Controller General of Customs, CJ Adeniyi.
Okay.
He came here 3 days ago, and while I will not be able to mention the amounts of money he gave to our athletes, every wrestler is jumping up and down and ready to go and wrestle because of the immediate financial motivation that was given to them. And he has not just done it now. From the time he came on board as a board member of the Nigeria Wrestling Federation, from the World Championships last year to the Olympic qualifiers this year, along with the Bayelsa State government and the Federal Ministry of Sports, we've been getting the level of support that we think we should be able to get, and that is why that's why I want to stop it today, because I got to run. But let me tell you this. Look out for wrestling.
Yes.
Look out for wrestling.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
Eyes on.
It's a given. It's a given.
Thank you, Dan. All right, Mark.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
By this time, so we'll be celebrating.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. You've had that. Okpe is still there.
Yeah.
He's representing us right here in Paris. So he's
living in Paris.
He's living in Paris.
He saw Paris, he's still living.
See Paris, and Paris is the most beautiful city in the world. I don't know,
some others will tell you maybe it's another city, but I mean,
we'll ask Obe. Obe, are you there? Can you hear us now? What's happened to your audio? Can you hear us? Obe, can you hear us? We are seeing you, but we're not hearing you. It's like you're not picking from us yet. Okay, let's see if we can control. Let's see if we can rectify that. When we rectify that, we'll go back to.
Okay, quick one. We keep talking about the military and paramilitary, basically forces, and the impact on sports is massive, and it should continue to be massive. They've done a lot in terms of sport development, you know, making sure we have military officers represent Nigeria at the highest level. So if you have someone like a CG Adeni do this kind of thing, it's commendable. So that would be a charge to other, heads of forces to make sure as much as possible they encourage those in their fold to keep inspiring them, because this motivation will go a long way. You heard what he said, that look, the athletes right now, all the wrestlers, they are already inspired. They are jumping up and down, and that's the way it is, basically.
He said they are jumping up and down. Okay, I think what we'll take, if it's fine, we'll just take a short break. When we come back, where it's still there, we'll open the lines. I will just give you the journey of how we have moved from 1996 till date. Stay with us on the Channel Sport on Sunday. Okay, you welcome back. The Channel Sport on Sunday. The crew is in the house. My gang, my co-presenters, my partners, my everything. This team.
And he calls you gang.
Anyway, we're going to open the lines now. Can you hear us now? Let us see if you can hear us.
You are audible, Ken.
We can hear you too.
You are audible now.
You are audible too. Jimmy said. Okay, I told Jimmy that they said Paris is the most beautiful city in the world. You've been to Barcelona, you've been to Milan, you've been to Rome. You've been to Rome. You went to see Mourinho.
See, Ken. Ajala travels
all over the world.
Ajala, so
Ajala
is really up to that name.
You are there.
It's not in Istanbul, so maybe the next destination will be Istanbul.
Istanbul. I know you go to Istanbul. I know you go there. Wherever Mourinho is, you will go. Tell us, how beautiful is Paris? I don't say you should compare to other cities, but how beautiful, because others might be jealous. So just tell us how beautiful is Paris.
Yeah, I think Ken, we said that see Paris and die, but this time you have to sit and live for the next Olympic Games. The attitude of the people, I think they bury all their differences. They knew what was happening in the countdown to the Olympics. But everywhere you go, everywhere I've been, I think they've been accommodating. The hospitality we said is our DNA in Nigeria. You can feel it everywhere. And I think we have to give it to the French. They were well prepared for this Olympic Games. Posting-wise, Ken, I think I have to score them 9.5 over 10.
Wow, that is beautiful.
And if Okpa is saying this, it's like a lecturer is very stingy with marks.
Exactly.
For him to give 9.5.
Okpa, if you can hear me, there have been quite a number of controversies. From what happened with SAFP, from what happened to Khalif, the Algerian, some other controversies. So how exactly do those of you that are present at the games, you said they are very accommodating. How do you, put all of this in perspective?
Yeah, Jimmy, we also have to be clear that this Olympics is more about gender parity, because the first Olympic where females were allowed to compete was in Paris 100 years ago.
In 1900.
Anything that can take away the liberty of the woman is something they don't want to joke with here. So concerning the Algerian Salih, the IOC, they made it very clear that every test they conducted on that shows she's female, and just having the XY chromosome, she's allowed to compete, and that stands.
No, but the truth is that because like we followed the story,
Yeah, we
did.
she was born a female.
She was born female.
She has grown as a female.
And even in Nigeria, they don't condone
the thing
transgender.
with social media.
Yeah.
The moment somebody used the word transgender. And then people didn't make their research.
Yes.
They just be like, oh, you are a man is fighting a woman.
And everybody goes.
We've had it here. There was a lady like that, Iyabo Abade then.
Iyabo Abade, yeah.
Who was playing football. I mean, I think she played for one of the teams, in
Abuja.
In the film.
In also
Yes, was here. So those things have been there. So, but the thing is, like we are saying, and then I also said, what is the process of the test people took?
Yeah. Exactly.
The Secretary General just came up and said they are banned, both of them, herself and the other.
And she had been fighting before
that. She had been fighting for 8 years. So and then you just ban her, and then the board now just rubber stamped what he said.
Exactly.
What are the tests that he did? Did those tests follow due process?
Yeah.
How accurate are they?
Exactly.
How valid are your findings?
Yeah.
So a lot of there needs to be rectification. Step by step, before you take that unilateral position to ban her.
Exactly.
I think we believe that here, like we're saying, we don't want a situation where somebody who is a man fights women.
Let's follow the story. The authenticity of every.
Let's get the facts right. And that's the thing. She has been fighting. They've been beating her.
She has been beaten by other women.
They've been beating her.
And it is not Clarissa Shields. And it's not Clarissa
Castor Semenya, the South African. And then they will check the level of testosterone. Has it got to that male level? Has it not been over there and stuff like that? So basically, that is what it is. So thank you for that.
Luckily, I met a member of the medical team or the Algerian team. I think the name is Dr. Salif or so. I can't recall it now. And he said something that the lady is 100% female, that even when she has been losing, nobody knows this issue about gender. Now she has been winning the issue of gender, like trying to chase partner into the good work she has done. And the father also said, my child, she's female, she was born as a girl, as a lad. So I think I have to stick with the dad and with the Algerian contingent.
I hope probably if the dad is right there, it's in Paris. Maybe you try and see if you can speak to that. And when we pick it here, we can play back. If we can get it live, we can play it here on the next edition of the show. Okay.
I can do that when I come back from Marseille.
When you come back from Marseille. Okay, when you go over there, I don't know. I don't want to ask what you are eating.
Why do you want to know? Why do you want to
know? What have you been eating, okay? Okay, I'm asking now.
Marseille, that's the only European champion in France. That's the only that's what the European for. So.
What have you been eating?
What have you been eating? I know you are going to. You remember, of course, there was Africa. There was
African food.
Of course, there is the
Which one?
Is it like smiling for me?
Ken, the same way that PMS subsidies appear to be about oxygen. Yeah, I think it's about wheat. The French and bread and pastry, they are like Siamese things, she can't divorce them. But my wife is here, so she's taking care of the feeding. So I think I'm okay.
You carry Gary and Eluba to Paris?
No.
You don't carry them.
Why you need to
All right, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate. We hope that by next Sunday you're still there. We'll start maybe before the we have you on the show. And then good luck to you and Morocco. And then of course we support our own here.
And they say our cyclist.
Okay. That is true. All right. She's cycling today.
Yeah.
You said there are how many of them? 83? How many of them in the race?
There are 92. She's listed as number 88.
Okay, she's listed as number 88.
The African championship in Accra last year. So we're hoping for something.
Okay, she can outride them or at least improve her ranking. All right, thank you so much, Okpe. Thank you so much. All right.
Yes.
Okpe in Paris.
Yeah, exactly.
You were in Argentina.
No, Brazil.
You were in Brazil. You were in Brazil.
Why do you like Argentina so much? Because of Messi.
You can't blame him. You really cannot blame him.
I can't blame. Because of 1978. Okay, I remember. Okay, because those years when you talk about 77, 78. the glimmer in your eyes, like this, it lights up.
No. The first football boot I bought was Argentina 7.
I'm sorry. You bought the football boot for what reason?
For what reason? He says it's an extra.
You guys are seeing the kind of person they are asking me. The live, can we open this live, guys? Please, you have to look at the question you guys are asking me. Can you imagine me? So I bought it to sweet. It's not serious at all. Okay, let's look at that trip. Like I said, in '96 at Atlanta. Where, like I said, we got 2 gold, 6 medals actually. That's the number on the screen. You can join the show and let us take this trip while we're awaiting your call. Nigeria got 2 gold medals, a silver and 3 bronze medals. That is in '96. Yeah. Okay, you guys can take it up from there. In 2000,
Nigeria got 1 gold, 2 silver, and 0 bronze.
And what Great Britain has moved from 1 to how many?
From 1 to 11.
11, 10, and 7. 11, 10, 7.
Immediately.
11, 10, okay. In 2004,
with a lot of funding.
Yes.
No, in 2004
it was 002.
With 2 bronze for us.
2 bronze and Britain 9, 12.
All right. 2008.
2008 we got 3 silver medals, 2 bronze medals, no gold medal.
Britain
got 19 gold medals, 13 silver medals, and 19 bronze medals.
On 2012.
In 2012 it was. Okay, let's move to Great Britain. It was 29 gold for Great Britain, 18 silver, and of course 18 bronze. In 2016, of course, we improved on our performances from 4 years earlier. By
that is the Siasia team in that bronze.
Yeah, 1 bronze
in Rio.
medal.
Jimmy was there.
Yes.
And then Great Britain.
Yeah, Britain got 27, 23, and 17. And 4 years ago, it was 0-1-1. And of course, Great Britain got 22 gold medals, 20 silver medals, and 22 bronze. In total,
and since '96, how far have we fared?
In total, that is in 28 years at the Olympics. We've gotten 3 gold medals, 7 silver, and 9 bronze. Great Britain, on the other hand, have 118 gold medals,
337
118 silver medals, and 101 bronze medals, Ken.
Yes.
337 medals since that time, Ken. And 19 for us.
Okay.
It says a lot about.
Let's go to Okorafor. Is reaching us from Abba. Hello, Okorafor. How are you?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, our brothers in the studio.
Thank you.
Yeah, Okorafor from I want to find out this issue of Nigerians. They have a football guests. They have crashed out. Now, what is the fate of other games? Because I don't know. Sightseeing. Or we went there for jamboree or for shopping. Because all the goods, look at what China is collecting, look at what America is collecting. Does it mean that we don't have people that are qualified to be there? Because it is not very, very good at all. Because I was looking at the analysis that you have just shown some minutes ago. We have hands already on ground. I'm going to pick them. And I thank God the people are just not participating because at the end of the day, we are hearing stories about our own issue. So what do we do? What the many ones, do we have any hope to get it? Just even 1 goal. Is there any hope for us?
Well, they say where there is life, there is hope. There is hope, actually.
It's an effort now.
There is hope. There is hope. When we picked that gold in '96 through Chioma Ajunwa, we didn't expect her to do that. Because she jumped against. I mean, if you check,
the people there and authority concerned should make. If you should pay them the allowance, they should do it needful. Good afternoon.
All right. Okay. Good afternoon. We're not talking about 1996.
1996.
Around January '96, myself and a few of my friends, I know, computer table, a lot of them, we went to visit Shego Degbami at his office at Owe Christian before WAEC, by WAEC there. And then when we finished, we came out. He walked us out and we're standing right in the street. And that is when Shego mentioned something like Chioma Ajunwa.
Wow, yeah.
She said, Chioma is now, I think, with the wife or somebody right there in the United Kingdom. That Chioma will surprise Nigerians. That Chioma is posting great times. Even he himself was thinking that it is in the sprint that Chioma was going to achieve that. But we all went to sleep, and when we woke up,
it was just Chioma's jump.
It was
the first gold ever.
Before then, anytime they refer to gold in Nigeria, it will say it's the elusive gold medal. The elusive gold medal. That elusive became a reality.
Yeah.
And so nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. We've just said Rosemary Chukwuma did beat Alfred. Owo is on the line. Owo!
Yeah,
how are you?
Thank you very much. Kevin.
Yeah.
I like this your shirt too. You want it inside your suit there?
Come on, take it.
Ladies, what are those guys? They are not able to go to the Olympics.
What did they do?
They really perform in that 3 matches at all. And what do you?
Listen. Listen. Don't be angry. I don't want to interrupt you. Go on. Just go on.
You can't win. You can't win at least 4 matches. In fact, what is you people's suggestion for this coach?
We are opening the line. We are opening the line. It should not be us. It is you that should suggest. That is why we are opening the line, so that we can get suggestions from you.
Now they never appoint a coach for Super Eagles, and they have a match on September. What are you people journalists are trying to do? So let us know what.
Okay, blame us.
Blame the media.
We are talking about Olympics now. You are talking about Super Eagles. You are not concentrating on the Olympics.
You will soon go to Kwara United.
Let's be serious a bit. We're in the top group.
What I just want to let you people know is that they are doing the things that I don't really understand.
It's okay. Everything's going to be all right.
The chairman of, president of Nigeria Football Federation. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you want to say something about being in the... Okay.
I don't want to say something because I was trying to interrupt, but it was okay. When we had Japan, they narrowly missed out of getting into the last 4. Because they met their perennial foe, which has to be the US. In 2011, they played the World Cup final against the USA and beat the USA in Germany. 2 years later, that's 2011. Then in 2012, in London, they played the US at the Olympic gold medal final, which the US won. Then at the World Cup in 2015 in Canada, they met the US again. So 3 consecutive finals they played against the US. So the Japanese ladies are not where they are a superpower when it comes to female football. They are out. Then the Spanish, who are the current world champion, and also the next team in our group, which is Brazil. are all now in the semi-finals, which means almost everything in our group will have entered.
I knew where you were going to. I knew where you were headed. But trust me, and absolutely so, our performance was abjectly poor. The girls, yes, we may have played against superpowers, but we had our opportunity. And we cannot continue to play the kind of progressively retrogressive football that we have been playing under World Drum. Because we had opportunity. Even when they were playing...
Are you blaming the coach?
Trust me, even from selection, you know, we knew that, okay, we had a couple of injured players that were not going to make the tournament. But what did we have? You had the likes of Onumonu, where you were supposed to show up the midfield. So who goes in with all the attack? Even the ones that he chose for this particular competition. You may give all of the credit to Wardrum in times past. But for this particular competition, there's no excusing him. There's also no excusing the players, because when you get to the field, regardless of whatever tactics, you have to give it your all. Yes, against the two top sides, the first 2 games, they did very well. Against Japan, they were absolutely outclassed. I understand that. But we cannot continue to play this kind of football under World Drum.
Jimmy,
if you were Florence or Magbemi, this team would not have played the way they did play. So Jimmy, we have to keep looking worse.
That last part, I agree with you. Because the Japanese went home and, you know, got a Japanese team
Yes.
managed by Japanese philosophy, to use your word, and then still to achieve Japanese victory. Okay, we are going. Just 30 seconds.
Yes.
What did we look forward to?
Koinsola Ajayi, fantastic. Even if he doesn't get into the final, he's done very well, and we have to be proud. And we have to. That boy is cooking.
All right.
The Tigers are currently trailing the Canadian team for 37 to 41.
4 points.
Yeah.
What quarter?
They just finished the first half, so they are going into the third quarter.
Okay.
Now, hopefully, the wrestling team can.
So we need to win this and then look at the margin between what is going to happen in the other two teams.
I think there's 8 points between the. So if you can
all right. It is Channel Sport on Sunday. The Olympics is still on. We still try to see what we can do so that whether we like it or not. In Nigeria, I'm looking for my pen. They thought I'm done with it. Stop making that. God bless Nigeria.